Hey, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Great, and you? Can you give us a quick intro? What's your name and what do you do?
I'm Meto. I'm doing product development at Nolus, and yeah, to give a brief overview of Nolus, Nolus is a DeFi, Cosmos DeFi app chain that has a single app, which is the Nolus lending market living on top of that chain, and it's a different lending market compared to, let's say, Aave, Compound, or even, let's say, Mars on Cosmos, in a way that, again, on Nolus you have lenders and borrowers. Lenders can provide either stable coins or volatile assets in a single-sided fashion and earn back in real yield rewards and NOS incentives on top. Simple as that. And borrowers, they provide a deposit, and we call this deposit a down payment, and they can borrow up to 150% of that deposit's value. And how it works exactly is that Nolus instantiates a smart contract instance for that specific borrow position, gathers both that deposit and the loan, and utilizes IBC to transfer those assets to a supported network, for example, Osmosis, and swap them via ICA on the DEX there. So that effectively opens either a cross-chain margin long position on that specific asset, on a specific desired asset, or a cross-chain margin short position, depending on what the borrower chooses.
Awesome. What do you think, Cosmos, about competition or cooperation?
Yeah, I think it's more like a cooperation, even though like you have this different siloed chains in more or less, but they have their own validator sets unless they are, of course, part of the ICS. But yeah, you have via IBC, you can connect to all those different chains. And utilizing even ICA, you can like stay on your chain, but completely take advantage of the functionalities of a different chain, and that way kind of boost not only your product's offering, but also the overall user experience, since the user doesn't have to like go from one chain, do something there, go to the other chain, do something else there, can completely in a completely independent way, but they can like combine forces more or less. And
All in for IBC.
yeah, exactly.
What is your most favorite chain in Cosmos?
I would say, apart from that, Nolus, I would say I use Osmosis quite a lot. I really like their UI, UX there, how they kind of combine all those IBC assets. And after all, Osmosis has like the most liquidity. I also like Neutron as well. They're doing some pretty good stuff there. So these two chains are probably like, what I've mostly used apart from.
Is there any memorable story about Atom you may share with us?
The one thing I like usually when me as an Atom holder, I really like this whole airdrop thing when it's when the markets are really good, and it kind of really incentivizes people to stake Atom, and when you like also stake Atom, you get to like truly feel part of this whole governance oriented structure in Cosmos. Overall, Cosmos is like really heavily governance oriented, unlike other chains out there, and that's something that's quite underestimated, because the power is in every decision is in the voters' hands. Yeah, some decisions are kind of can be conflicting and can raise some drama from time to time. But overall, it's I think that the debates and leaving power into the voters' hands is the right way to do it, and that's like one of Cosmos' biggest strengths.
Exactly, we are not only about the tech here, but also all in for airdrops.
Yeah.
What was your biggest airdrop?
Mine personally, it was I guess it was Dim Dimension. I missed the. I remember that I missed the tier before that, but Dim was quite good, especially if you've like split your stake among a few wallets, which I also did. That was like a good strategy to do so. But yeah, I think that was my biggest. I missed. I remember that I missed the previous ones from the previous cycle. I wasn't that much into Cosmos then, like the Evmos, the Osmosis drops. I couldn't get into them. But when I joined, Nolus early 2022. I think so, yeah. And that is when I actually got into Cosmos. Before that, I was more like into EVM, the EVM world, and using as a user like other chains.
EVM or Cosmos?
Yeah, I think you have like something that's I like to use everything. So Cosmos has its charm, the EVM world as well. So
Just bring us everything.
yeah, bring everything. Like the user should definitely be familiar with what's happening everywhere, such that also even like teams in Cosmos, they should be like aware what's happening also in the other ecosystems, because that's the way to kind of take strengths from there and amplify your products even more.
Best D app on Cosmos you've used?
There's the app Osmosis, the Osmosis Dex app. I think it was the Kojiro one was also the Fin order book one was also quite nice to use.
What do you think about Kojira?
I think they kind of built a really good DeFi suite, like different, not only this on-chain order book, but they also had like this portal page where you could like delegate your stake really well and like distribute it across different validators. You had this bow where you could like provide liquidity in a familiar fashion. And yeah, they kind of like managed to build like a good suite of products, and yeah, they kind of guess they took advantage of their good suite of products in a way that caused them some troubles along the way, and yeah, based on the market sentiment, it kind of backfired. But yeah, they kind of managed to find, I guess, a solution for their community with this Tor chain collaboration. So all the best to them, and we're also like we'll be willing to kind of Nolus wants to like take advantage of as many deep liquidity dexes out there in the Cosmos world, and depending on how it goes with their liquidity on Torch, like on Torchain, and how they tap into the already actually big liquidity in Torchain. We could I can think of ways we can utilize the Kojiro products.
All liquidity to interchain.
Yeah, exactly.